Here is my electric scooter converted into a mini bike. What it is it's a Razor E300. Original tires. And I added onto the frame so I could put a seat on it. And it's pretty simple, but complicated at the same time. What I did with the handlebars is this blue part is the original handlebars. I added on bigger handlebars for more control. It has a twist throttle, Killswitch right here, and it's U-bolted on. Alright, and so I'm going to start on how I built it from the back forward. Here is the back of the mini bike. The tire is what came with the electric scooter. Same sprocket, same brakes, and stuff like that. Alright. Now, what I have here is I mounted, there's no welds, so I took some 1-inch square tubing and mounted off the flat plate going up. Used a flat bar here to give it support, and so that follows this. The seat's mounted right there, and it goes back to the front. Drilled a hole, and this bolt goes all the way through to the other side. On this side of the bike, I have the same setup mounted onto the flat piece where the brake mounts to as well. That comes up 1-inch square tubing. Comes up with a support, 1-inch square tubing the whole way, no welds. Follows the seat and goes back to that same hole. And now I have the motor mounted on 1-inch square tubing, mounted to the frame with 1/4-inch diameter bolts. It goes all the way across, all mounted. Right, it's a 6.5 horsepower Harbor Freight motor with a Brute power pipes, header, and muffler. And also on the motor mount, I put little rubber stoppers that I cut in half and drilled a hole into to reduce vibration, and they work very good. What I have is for the drive, I have a 12-tooth clutch, 35 chain for 3/4 diameter, which is the engine. There's my chain tensioner. It's just a pulley on a bolt, just kind of sitting there, mounted up, following this 1-inch square tubing to the support right there, and pulled back for added tension using this piece right here. What I did is I drilled a hole, bigger hole, then drilled a smaller hole so I could get a socket in there and put in a smaller bolt. Now this 35 chain goes to a 20-tooth sprocket on 5/8 shaft, and then I have pillow block bearings holding the shaft from surplus center, and this 5/8 shaft comes out, goes to another pillow block bearing, and comes out that side. But also this is a 18-tooth 25 sprocket mounted onto the 5/8 shaft. And that's 25 chain, size 25 chain that I ordered, and that goes around that. So that's the basic overview, pretty much. And that's right here. This piece of metal kind of protects against like burning your leg on the muffler, but really I just got lazy and didn't cut it. And so that's basically it on that part. For a throttle hookup, I used a twist throttle that I got online for $7, and my throttle line comes down, goes in there, and goes out into some angle iron that I cut and drilled so that it could fit through. Now there's a little hole right there. I don't know if you can really see it, but there was a hole originally in the stock throttle setup, which I put this small bolt through to hold that. Then the throttle cable comes out here. There was a little hole on this lever that I'm moving right there, and that's why I put a bolt in. Yeah, see, put a bolt in, and I have another piece of angle iron that I cut and drilled. And then to hold the throttle cable in place, I just got a bolt and a really big nut that was just really big, and a washer, and basically kind of clamped it down. And that's the basic throttle setup. If you can see it working right there. That's it. For a seat, what I have is these bars come up about 6 inches or so, and I've got this seat off of eBay for 20 bucks. It's kind of uncomfortable, not the best. And for seat mounts, I have crossbars going across on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark. Anyway, so I put this seat back on here, just basically as a seat back, and it feels a little bit more comfortable. Alright. For Killswitch, I have a momentary switch that I mounted to a flat stock piece of metal, and it's basically hose clamped onto the handlebars. And see, wires are right there. For the wiring of the Killswitch, I have this piece of metal that went to the Killswitch that was mounted in the engine right there. I cut and stripped them. This wire comes along here, goes up there, then that comes back, and then that goes to this wire right here. And that's it on the wiring. Now you can see the basic function of the drive. And the other side, back here, rotates that rotates that into that. This is a max torque clutch, so it's kind of a rough start, but it's got a lot of power. So that's it.